Good morning. I'm Chief Robert J. Contee III, Chief of Police here in Washington, D.C. of the Metropolitan Police Department. This morning, just before 8 o'clock a.m., members of the Metropolitan Police Department responded to the 200 block of K Street, southwest, for a report of a domestic incident. Within minutes of that initial call to the police, about 4 or 5 minutes later, we received the second call for a report of a shooting in the 1500 block of South Capitol Street. Right now, the incident that we are investigating is a male who has been shot. That person was taken to an area hospital where he is currently receiving treatment. We have a lookout for a black vehicle, a black truck. I don't have a tag number at this point, but it is a black SUV that was involved. Right now, we believe that this incident is a domestic, very much has domestic overtones. Shortly, as we continue to investigate this, a lot of this information is very preliminary, but we hope to have a little bit more information here shortly. But right now, it appears to be a domestic incident that started in the 200 block of K Street, Southwest.
So just seeing from the scene, there's some kind of a silver car, damage,
Yes.
Door open. What's the connection with that car? Was this person shot in a vehicle?
The person was shot inside of the vehicle.
Okay, kind of describe that. So we started one
Yeah,
place.
so it started in the 200 block of K Street, Southwest, and it appears that that vehicle was occupied by the gray vehicle, silver vehicle that you see there, was occupied by our victim in this case. Our suspect was occupying a black SUV, followed the victim to this location where shots were fired, and MPD was called to this scene as well.
So basically the shots were fired from car to car on South Capitol?
No, we're not certain exactly where the shots fired from the car, if the person got out of the car, but we do know the shots were fired in this direction back here.
Is it both males?
Both males, that's correct.
Do you know the connection between them?
We don't want to really talk about the connection right now, but it's definitely domestic overtones.
And these are very serious injuries too, correct?
They are serious injuries. The person is taken to the hospital. He's being treated, and we're hopeful that this person will survive his injuries. We have been able to kind of work through some of the information with the victim at the hospital. His situation is serious, but we're working through it.
And then what happened to the black SUV?
He left. The person in the black SUV left after the shooting. Okay, any other questions?
Do you know who that person is in the black SUV?
Not at this time. We're working through that. Again, it's a domestic situation, and we're just trying to put the pieces together. It's very early in the investigation. It just happened within an hour or so, but we're working through to try to get to the bottom of it, and I'm confident we'll get to the bottom of it.
Chief, is everybody else okay? Because I did have a question for you while I got you here on
Okay,
Secret Matter.
sure.
The shooting that was over the weekend, the woman, there were some, I guess, mental health overtones. Apparently, she was wearing some sort of vest and body camera. And can you just kind of describe what that was about?
So she was employed by a security company in the District of Columbia, and her duties were supposed to be that of a concierge. However, the outfit that she was wearing, black, what we call BDU pants, a black vest with a body-worn camera, is not necessarily consistent, in my view, with the duties of a concierge. So we are certainly investigating that aspect of why she was dressed the way she was, performing the duties that she was supposed to be performing for the company that employed her.
And we also have some sources that say that prior to the shooting, there was an encounter. Police were called to her workplace, I believe, and that there was an incident there. Can you kind of characterize what happened?
So there was the report of erratic behavior that was displayed by her at work, and I don't believe the Metropolitan Police Department officers encountered her there, but she had left the workplace and went to the location on Crittenden Street where the shooting occurred, and we were called to that scene.
Anything that could have been done to maybe intercept her, given the report at the workplace?
No, I mean, not at this point. I don't think there's anything that could have been done. I mean, obviously, if you have a person who whatever she was dealing with at that point, decide that she's going to shoot neighbors and that kind of thing. I mean, our police officers responded to the scene and dealt with the situation, when we arrived on Crittenden Street. The prior scene, the one at the work site, 2900 block of 14th Street, I believe it was, you know, erratic behavior at work. I'm not exactly sure what contributed to that. Obviously, you know, we have more work to do in that case, and that matter is under investigation.
And then my last question is, we've had 2 murders and then this shooting in probably less than 24 hours. Just, you know, we seem to be going through a pretty tough time.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very public about that. We are going through a very tough time, but I believe in this city. I believe in the people in the city, and I know that we can do better than what we're doing. When we talk about the incidents from last night, you know, and one of those, the stabbing death that we had last night, that was inside of a location. We have some information that we're working with, and I'm hopeful that we'll get to the bottom of that very soon. The other incident that occurred on Astor Place, that was inside of another location. Again, I've been talking about this very publicly. I think when we talk about, we look at the last 2 years, just kind of, you know, where's the humanity for our fellow human beings? The reasons why people are being shot, the reasons why people are being stabbed, it's just a level of ridiculousness that I have not seen in a very long time. And that's very disturbing to me as a law enforcement official. It's very disturbing to me as a father, very disturbing to me as a D.C. resident, right? Those things are very disturbing to me. And we're seeing these things, you know, really all across the country. But I know that this city can do better than what we are doing as a whole. And I believe in the people in this city, and I believe that things will get better.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.